It's no secret that every year when Rolex, Omega and Tudor etc. release a raft of new watches, it means that some existing references get the cut. And in more recent years, this means collectors clamouring to get their hands on watches that will never be produced again. Just look at the hype of the Patek Philippe 5711. In this video, we're highlighting an iconic discontinued watch, not the Breitling Sprint I have on my wrist, but from Rolex, Tudor and Omega that have the potential to become a future icon. And perhaps you should consider if you're currently building a collection. So why buy a discontinued watch? Well, it doesn't really matter if a reference is discontinued or not, but it is cool owning an horological icon that will never be made again. Plus, there's always the chance that it can increase in value. All the watches featured in this video are available through our sponsor eBay. eBay offers a free authenticity guarantee on watches over £1,500, ensuring that each watch is authenticated post-sale by an independent watchmaker. So let's get into it. First up is the Tudor North Flag 91210N. Launched at Basel World Watch Fair 2015, which I was at, the North Flag pays homage to the 2-year-long 1952 British North Greenland expedition in which 30 men conducted scientific surveys equipped with Tudor Oyster Prince's reference 7909 strapped to their wrists. As well as being adventure-inspired, the North Flag was actually the first Tudor to include an in-house movement, the COSC-certified MT5621, which has a 70-hour power reserve and is viewable through the open sapphire caseback. With a distinctly modern design, the 40 by 13mm steel case featured 100 meters of water resistance and an integrated bracelet. On the dial you have light blue lume and yellow highlights on the second hand and power reserve indicator. It looks nothing like the 50s Oyster Prince, and that might have been the reason that in 2022 the North Flag was binned and replaced by the Ranger, a field-style watch much more similar to the original reference 7909. Personally, I think the North Flag is aging incredibly well. It has a sort of 90s, early 2000s vibe, which is pretty on trend right now. Combine that with around a 14% drop in price over the past year, and I think it's a winner. You can currently find an unworn model with eBay's authenticity guarantee, box and papers for £4,250. Yes, that is at a premium, but it is in mint condition. Next up is the Rolex Milgauss reference 116400GV, the black dial version. Since brands introduced silicon parts into their movements, magnetic interference has become less of an issue, even for the Swiss scientists and engineers that the Milgauss was originally designed for. That being said, an over-engineered watch is always better than one that's under-engineered. The original Milgauss was introduced in 1956 with the reference 6541 and embodied the purposeful tall watch brief that Rolex is known for. With a distinctive lightning bolt seconds hand, its looks have evolved over the years, but the iconic seconds hand remains. The modern version also uses a green tinted sapphire and orange accents, which make it look very unique. It also has a solid movement in the caliber 3131, which it shares with the Air King, and it's perhaps these similarities that led to the discontinuation in 2023. Many people predicted a new version for 2024, however in true Rolex fashion, this never materialized. Either way, the 116400GV is a modern icon in my mind, and with a price that's currently around 9.5% down on the year, you're unlikely to lose money. You can find a 2011 full set Milgauss black dial up for sale on eBay, which also includes their all-important authenticity guarantee for just under £7,000. That's a lot of watch for the money. Last but not least is the Omega Seamaster 300M 25318000. Launched in 1993, it was initially powered by a quartz movement, with an automatic variant introduced later. It's an icon, you may recognise it. It rose to success thanks to its cameo on the wrist of Pierce Brosnan in the 1995 Bond film GoldenEye. Its appeal was only enhanced thanks to its use as a remote detonator and an integrated laser gun. Now there's a complication I can get behind. Design-wise, it's a classic, and it's loved by Omega fans all over the world. It is perhaps one of the archetypal Seamaster professional designs, with a helium escape valve at 10 o'clock, wave motif on the dial, and the skeletonized minute and hour hands. A lesser known fact is it also happens to be one of the first Omega watches to use superluminova. Inside is the pre-coaxial escapement Omega caliber 1120, which is based on the ETA 2892. Currently you can pick up a Brosnan Seamaster with box and papers and eBay's authenticity guarantee for £2,750. An iconic watch suitable for any collection. If none of these discontinued watches take your fancy, eBay have a special online curation of iconic discontinued watches live for the next week. Head over to ebay.co.uk to check them out. Thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments which discontinued watch you love.